It's always a nice question asking a musician where they grew up, because most of us have the feeling we haven't yet. But I was born in Oxford, United Kingdom. As a younger child, probably 11, 12, playing in the youth orchestras, I would sit at the end of the line, and you have 6 trumpets for 2 trumpet parts. They'd say, okay, so you guys at the end, you can play when it says fortissimo. So, Wednesday night from 7 till 10, I might play 4 notes. You can't read a book. You can't talk to your colleague. So what can you do? So I'd go to the library, take the score. So, I was just a smart ass. I was like, well, I can read that. No one's going to tell me I can't read the score. And that's where the interest in what a conductor does came from. I was surrounded by people who had different but equally intense passions for different composers, different periods of music, their instrument, whatever. I mean, it's a really extraordinary environment to grow up in. And 2 of my very good friends knew the music of this composer, Gustav Mahler, which I didn't know at all. As teenagers, the thing was, are you team Leonard Bernstein or are you team Claudio Abbado? We thought that was a proper argument to have as 15-year-olds. The second piece I ever conducted, which was getting my friends together at school, was Mahler, the Rückert-Lieder. I can't begin to describe that sensation as a 16-year-old was saying, I'm conducting music like Mahler. I couldn't believe that I was making that possible, making that real. The first time I worked with the Cleveland Orchestra was in 1996. But I probably shouldn't mention that. I was, back then, assistant conductor at the Berlin Philharmonic to Claudio Abbado. And the Cleveland Orchestra came on tour in Europe with Pierre Boulez. And they organized some masterclasses for young conductors. And it was a brutal experience. He was a tough teacher, but extraordinary. But I love how respectful the Cleveland Orchestra is of the music they're playing, and how curious they seem to be to adapt themselves to become the music rather than to adapt the music to become them. I mean, it's like a great actor. It'd be absolutely, the wonderful moments when you're watching someone on screen or on stage, and after a while, you didn't realize who it was because they became the person they should be. And that's what we have to do too.